Hello, hello, we are live. Thought I'd change it up a little.
A little jig, eh?
And are you okay? Welcome to Wine Chats with Bildo and Lindalin. My name is Billy Milovanovic, aka Bildo.
My name's Lindsay Kirkwood, also known as Lindalin.
And this is Wine Chats, our sweet little podcast where we try a different bottle of wine each week and then we chat about life. Offensively.
Do you have
Boom.
to dance every time you talk?
Don't I?
No.
I got the spirit fingers in my soul. That's what it is.
yeah.
In my soul.
Oh, God. She's very excited because, yes, today we're talking about...
Souls.
Like,
Well, we're talking about spirituality and, you know, all that good stuff.
yeah.
And it's funny because
Yeah.
Lindsay is not. Despite the fact that Lindsay is actually like a believer in lots of stuff, she just rolls her eyes at positivity is what I think it is.
No, it's not positivity. Look, we'll get into it in the
true.
the
Okay.
topic. But I apologize now if I offend anybody with my eye rolling because I will roll my eyes. But it's more towards you. It's...
I am a representative of the spiritual community and you roll your eyes at all of us.
Shame.
So let's drink.
Drink. I was just going to say, let's have some wine because then maybe I'll be more open to
You think?
your...
Yeah, let us pray.
Right?
No,
That's definitely not my thing. No.
Let us drink.
Yeah. So this is from the Pond Wine Co.
Yeah.
We haven't had one of theirs on for a while. So I was super excited to try this bad boy. A Fiano.
Yes.
I don't think we've ever had a Fiano.
I don't think we have either and I'm so excited to try it. I have no preconceived notions about what a Fiano should be. Me
Neither, except from what I looked at
Totally.
when I was Googling about it.
And cheers to you all who are drinking with us.
Yes. So obviously it's a white wine. Fiano, Italian, right? Even I got that. And I loved it because we had a couple of the Pond Wine Co.'s wine left. And I picked this one because it was really easy to pronounce.
Good for you, girlfriend.
I can't pronounce
Play to your strengths.
Yeah. It's supposed to be like a classic high-end white wine, apparently.
Wow, Lenny.
That's not my fun fact. Cause
Okay, I was going to say.
Oh, no, I'm going to read my fun fact.
Okay, let's do it.
Ready, Billy?
I'm ready.
So after the late 19th century, and I had no idea what this was either. I had to Google it. Phylloxera?
Oh, yeah, we had to Google how to pronounce
Right?
it, right?
Apologies if I still didn't pronounce it right. Phylloxera, which is a grapevine insect pest. Did you know that, Billy?
No.
No. So
A grapevine insect
Yeah.
pest. Okay.
it's a bonus fun fact because I've got like two fun facts in the one.
Oh, do tell.
So there was a crisis back in the late
The late
late 19th century of these pesky little fuckers, right? So they fucked up the vines. And so the grape was almost forgotten about.
Oh,
Until like 1970s, 80s when Italian wine. I just picture like an old wrinkly Italian,
olive-skinned.
man with his little funny those caps.
Oh, a beret. What are they called? Yeah.
No, that's
that's French. What's the Italian?
You know the little caps, like the taxi
grandpa
driver
cap?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
You know, in the hills. Anyways, I'm off on a tangent in my head.
Wow.
Until it was found again, rediscovered.
In 1970.
70s and 80s.
That is insane. And you know what? Actually, this is why we reached out to the Pond Wine Co. And why I love their wine varietals because they're all these like old school wine varietals. It's not like your usual kind of ones.
Sauv Blancs and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So these are like a Fiano. Obviously, that goes well hand in hand. Tom, the winery, the wine guy from the Pond Wine Co. Must have known this little fun fact of yours, Lenny. Do you think
He must have.
he must have?
Because we didn't know much about them, I'm going to read you the back so you can
Please
kind
do.
of prepare. Or do you want to taste it?
Oh, I think I'd like. I think
Let's
I'd like to taste it.
first. Yeah.
I'm gonna even try and smell it this time first. Normally, I forget to smell first.
Yeah.
Just don't be a dick. Let's do it.
Okay. Oh, okay. So
Okay,
nice and
okay.
refreshing looking.
It is refreshing looking. It's rather pale. It's got a bit of
Like
yellowy tinge.
a Chardonnay type look to
It does, doesn't
think?
it? Okay, I'm gonna smell it, people.
Oh God. But you're supposed to help me,
Yep,
Billy.
smells like a white wine.
because our
What? Here.
No, I got it.
Oh God, hold it.
I got it. You were too busy sniffing. It's fine.
I'm trying to be a wine connoisseur here.
Good luck.
Oh, okay, all right. It
Billy-
smells good. It doesn't smell bad.
Billy gets mad when I don't put the wine bottle right back.
Yeah,
in the right
well, I think we
position.
should be advertising the people who are giving us wine. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
All right, hit me. Are we swirling? Would you?
Hate you. Okay.
Cheers. Cheers, everyone. Especially today. Again, an Are You Okay Day. Now, by the time this episode is released, it won't be Are You Okay Day anymore. It is only today. But, you know.
Oh, it kind of tastes like a Chardonnay to me. Like it kind of, do you think like that potenty kind of white winey thing?
It's not acidic at all. Let's just start with that. It tastes a little bit like wine cordial, if you know what I mean. It does. Like, it doesn't have that, like, you know, like, I don't know. I guess I just expect it now from wines to have like a really strong, like, you know, citrusy kind of, no, what am I trying to say? Like soury, you know? But it's very like mild. There's nothing really to be, I don't know what I want to say about it. Like, there's nothing.
Do you know what? I was going to disagree with you because the first sip of it, I was like, ooh, this is a bit, but it's actually quite nice. I quite enjoy it.
I'm going the other way. I'm not sure I'm a fan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just feel like would I order this at a restaurant knowing now what I know? Probably not. Like, I don't think it's one I'd go back for.
I would. I love it. I like it. I didn't think I would. My first sip, I was like, ugh.
Yeah, there's a bit of
like
a
Chardonnay. Cool. Well, thank you. Wine. Oh,
it's good, guys.
Wow.
Just went down the wrong way. Yeah, look, not a huge fan. But that's not to say that you wouldn't be. And here's a lesson to you all. Last week we had the Chianti. That was a huge favorite of the dude from Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah, and somebody else quoted it on our socials and it went right over my head. I was like, oh, God.
Yeah, I saw that, lol.
Yeah.
And like, so we weren't huge fans of the Chianti last week. I took the wine home because, hell, I'm probably going to drink it anyway. It doesn't really matter to me.
Bullshit.
Henry drank it.
Wrong. So
wrong because I didn't drink it.
Exactly.
But Henry drank it and he actually really liked it.
He liked it?
Yeah. I even said to him before, I'm like, look, we weren't huge fans, blah, blah, blah. I gave him the whole, you know, and so he went into it thinking it was going to be crap and it wasn't. He loved it. So just because I don't like the Fiano doesn't mean that you won't. That's what I'm trying to say. Whoa, I do not speak for the people.
Most people are grown adults.
Grown-ass people?
Yeah. Okay. I think they can figure out that they can make it.
I'm just saying. Can you please?
Can we move on?
Let's move
on.
Are we
done with your...
I am so excited.
Your thing over there. Look, I just have to say that I was the one. I need to give myself some credit because I'm going to...
Let's pat Lenny on the back.
Right? Because I'm going to dig myself a hole or multiple holes during this episode, I'm sure. I was the one that came up with this topic because Billy goes on and on and on and on and on and on about her meditation and her stupid books she reads and all this kind of stuff. And I just roll my eyes because I'm like, that is so just not my jam.
Yeah.
But I thought, look, we should have a topic because it's so relevant and it's really actually important. And it fell perfectly in with Are You Okay Day.
Yes. So, which again, I find comical because, you know, you are so not into it.
No, but
I am.
I'm here to support you.
Thank you, Lindalin. No, look, we just wanted to, a bunch of different things have happened to us lately. How do we even start about this topic? I've personally always been quite spiritual now when I look back on it. Like I've always, like we put up a few stories on Instagram as well about like, have you been to a clairvoyant? Do you believe in horoscopes? All that sort of stuff. And I'm so down with all of that. Like I've been to so many clairvoyants. You know, I even remember this one time where I went to a clairvoyant and he just did not call, like he was terrible. And I went back and got my money because I was like, you are not actually, like you're a fake.
Most of them.
But they're not, most of them aren't. That's the thing. This is why you have to go to so many so you can know that there are good ones and bad ones out there.
Okay, yeah.
But I love all that stuff. I've always been really like interested in it. And my dad has always been in it. He always says that Tom is like one of those people. He's like his head is always in the clouds. He's always in the stars. He literally doesn't believe that he is like, I think he thinks just like me. I think he thinks he's special.
Oh, but you guys are.
But we are, right? Yeah. Like I literally think I'm like a special human being.
Sure.
He does. He's like always out in the stars and the clouds. And he's like, when I die, I'm going to go back to the stars. And I'm like, cool, I'll meet you there. And
Oh yeah, but that's a nice thought. Like, because I don't believe in heaven. I believe your soul is floating around in the stars and stuff. Like, that's a nice little, I just tell myself that.
I just believe all of that stuff. I believe that we're all in one, like in soul groups together, like we are in a classroom in school. I totally believe that Lenny and I over here.
Oh, great. I can't get rid of you.
Well, which is, again, more funny because my family is very much into this kind of stuff. My Tom does, I can never get this right, astrology, not astronomy. Which one goes to the stars? Which one goes to space?
Astrology.
An astronomer, so astrology, astronomy.
I don't know.
Oh, fuck. Okay, listen. Tom deals with, somebody tell us. Tom deals with stars. Like he reads stars. So like basically like a really like fantastic horoscope that he does for us. So you have to give him like the time of your birth, the date of your birth, the exact location of your birth, and he will figure out what's in your stars kind of thing.
But okay, can I just pause you for a second? Because, I got a message from Billy the other night saying, do you know exactly what time you were born and where? I'm like, of course I do. So I sent her that. And then she sends me a screenshot of what Tom and her were doing. Yeah. And this graph is insane. Yeah. Like charts and lines and squiggles and like it. I just thought, oh, this is cute. Like I could just picture Tom like flipping some cards or something. I'm like, oh wow, they're reading my
not a card reader.
No, it was full on.
It is full on. Like dude does, and he used to do this by hand. He used to literally like chart everything and draw things by hand. Now he just puts the dates in and like the computer spits it all out.
That's insane.
Fascinating. Wow. So he's saying things to me like, don't you see? In your house of career, the sun is in there and so is Jupiter and Mars and now they're all intersecting and shit's going to explode. And I'm like, yes. Yeah. And I could not tell Lindsay. He said all this stuff about Lindalin. Like the thing is, guys, I believe in this because it's just so, like to me, it's almost scientific. It's science. I don't know. It's like how can like speaking to someone because I've been so close to Tom for so many years and like I've seen him do this and I've seen the like process or whatever. Like it's like how could you not believe this? He read it like a book. He was like I was like, don't you know Lindsay? She's like a cheerleader, and he was like, well, I mean I know her, but I don't like know her to know this type of information about her. And I'm like, oh, read you like a book. Anyway, it seems that around December, something extremely awesome is going to happen to me and Lenny. And 12 years ago comes every 12 years. We don't know what it is. We're just waiting to see.
Can I just take over your story for a second?
Yes,
so
please.
Billy's been on this whole rampage lately about like, what her dad's telling her and all this kind of stuff and these dates and months and years and all this kind of crap, right? Not crap. Very interesting facts, right? And I'm like, okay, yeah, cute. And then she was going on how Tom was saying, like, both of us, our stars are aligned or something.
Yeah, our stars are aligning, yep.
In December. Something's going to happen in December. And then whatever this is happens every 12 years.
Right.
And I'm like, okay. And so she was going on about, and like 12 years ago, I started at the job that we used to work at together.
Yeah.
And so I thought she was saying like, oh, how cool. Like 12 years ago is when our journey began and we met. And then in, that 12 years has almost gone up. So something else is going to happen. So I'm like, oh yeah, 12 years ago. Like how cool. When we first met, it all started. And she's like, right. Oh yeah.
Oh my God. That was such an oh my God moment for me.
It should have been embarrassing for you because
when I realized just how much our stars aligned, like so literally I could have jumped for joy. Like that's how excited I was.
And I was like,
it's a good pickup, Lenny.
Okay. Yeah. Good
Great pickup.
Okay. So,
but anyway, that's what's happening.
Yeah. But tell us more about, so I don't meditate. I can see the benefits.
Yeah.
Or I can understand why some people find it beneficial. So you meditate.
I do.
When did you start meditating and how often do you actually meditate?
Those are some great questions, Lindalin. Thank you for asking. Listen, I actually started like really looking into meditation after I finished working at our old job. And because it's our You Okay Day, we can have a bit of a chat about what a deep, dark hole I went down. Despite being like super cutesy on the podcast, guys, and you guys basically being there through my whole journey, in my private life, I was really honestly like super duper struggling. Like I was struggling so hard because I feel like I had so much like angst built up inside me from doing the work that we did. I honestly don't believe anybody should do work like that for like a long period of time. Anyway, listen, that's just a no here, no there. Shit fucked me up. I wasn't in a good place. I very much like just had really bad anxiety. Like I would wake up with knots in my stomach and I wouldn't be able to eat, and I would just feel sick a lot. Like I just felt really not well. Anyway, and then I started thinking, okay, well, something's happening here. And my doctor wouldn't give me Valium because she was like, go to therapy. Yeah. So I went to therapy and she was like, how's your family? How's your husband? And I'm like, he is not the fucking problem here. Okay. He's a problem for a lot of things, but not this. Yeah. And so I just started looking into like, okay, I don't want to do the whole medication thing. I don't want to do the whole thing where like I'm trying to treat my anxiety by band-aiding it basically. I wanted to actually find out like, why am I so anxious? Like I quit my job. Everything's going well. I'm enjoying my family. I'm enjoying my friends, all this sort of shit. So I started reading books. I can see Lindsay's already like, switched off. So I started reading books. And probably the one book, in all honesty, that really, truly changed my life was The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. Now, some people who would have read it, you're my people, you know what I'm talking about. Other people are rolling their eyes like Lindsay. That's cool too.
My eyes are stationary. They're just there.
I feel it, Lindsay. I feel it because I meditate and our souls are connected. I feel you judging me. Anyway. So I read this book and I realized that I was either projecting, like I was feeling anxious because I'm feeling stressed out about what's coming, or I'm feeling like stressed out over the things that I remember, like the things that I basically was never in the moment. I was always like either, oh God, I got to go do this and I got to do that. Oh my God, that was so bad. That was so bad over this. It was this constant chatter in my head that I just couldn't stop. So when I started meditating, I literally, it stopped. Like I just had to work through, and it took a long time and it took a lot of practice, because you can't just, if I was to say to Lindsay, okay, let's meditate.
Crickets. I'm not saying anything.
Crickets.
I'm trying to be very respectful.
Have you ever meditated, Lenny? You've never.
The furthest or the closest thing I should say to me meditating is at the end of yoga where you lay there.
Where they make you.
Yeah. And you like meditate and then they ring the bell, ding, ding, which I've always quite enjoyed.
I was going to say, and do you like it?
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah. But I'm the type that like, if I'm at home, I always have to be puttering, like doing something. Yeah, yeah. I have a really hard time just sitting still.
Yeah.
And like just being in the moment type thing, right? Like I feel like there's always something on my to-do list. So I struggle with the idea of me actually sitting there and closing my mind off. And I know that's the whole point of it. That's why I should do it, right? I'm like, how would I not sit there going, okay, as soon as this is over, I'm going to do this. And oh God, I could be doing this right now. Why am I wasting 10 minutes doing this right now? Like, you know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean. And I think a million, billion, trillion people, there's not trillion people. Lots of people think like that.
Yeah.
And totally. I think that, I guess like I feel like I've always felt like you don't need meditation. Like I need meditation. Kind of like some people need church and other people don't. You know what I mean? When you are doing your things, like when you're pottering around and doing your stuff, what like are you like thinking about stuff? Are you stressing about it, or are you just kind of pottering around and doing it?
Just doing my thing.
And I think that that's exactly why you don't necessarily need meditation. I mean, I think everybody should meditate. I think that's like absolutely something that everybody would enjoy but not necessarily need. But if you're not stressing about stuff. Yeah. If you're not walking around being like, oh God, I've got to go do this, and everything's like, oh, woe is me.
Yeah.
Then you do you, babe. That's great. Like you don't have those constant thoughts of I'm not doing it right. I'm not, I'm late. I'm this, I'm that. This constant negative self-talk that I had in my head, which is why I needed the meditation to like stop myself from thinking negative thoughts. Like literally it was that. You know what I mean?
So then explain it to me. So you would meditate. How long would you meditate for?
It's a practice. It really I started because what you're trying to do is stop the chatter in your head. It doesn't necessarily mean you won't chat in your head, but it's like you have to practice by taking like 5 minutes, then 10 minutes, then, and trying to get it longer and longer and longer. It's really like a muscle you got to exercise. It's really not that easy, to be honest.
Well, and because that was my question. I'm like, after you're done your 10 minutes meditating or whatever.
Yeah.
And you start vacuuming or reading your book or whatever it is that you're going to do, how long does the chatter stay out of your head for?
Well, this is the interesting thing, because obviously the reason I kind of started really meditating was because I was reading The Power of Now. And really what The Power of Now is saying is just be in the moment no matter what you're doing. Mm-hmm. If you're sitting there and meditating, then focus on meditating. If you're vacuuming the floor, then focus on vacuuming the floor. This constant negative self-talk that goes on and on in people's heads, Like that's what I was trying to prevent from happening. And the way to do that is to just be in the now. There is literally right here, right now, as I sit here with you, talking to you, Linny.
Yeah.
There is nothing else. Like there's I don't have any problems. We're sitting here, we're safe, we're chatting, we're drinking wine, we're having a good time. There are no problems. And I think for somebody with anxiety, probably with depression as well, I can't speak for that, obviously, but for somebody with anxiety, what would happen is I could be sitting here and I could be talking to you and we could be chatting, but I would have this sick feeling in my stomach that something is wrong.
And you'd always have like little voices
in the
going
back of my head. This bitch in my head is like being so mean. You know what I mean?
Lindsay beside you, she's such a...
Well, no, but remember I was talking to you even like in other episodes about like I think when we interviewed each other, like how much my anxiety would say, like Lindsay would say something and then I would take that away and for a week I would think it over and be like, oh my God, why did she say that? What did I do wrong? How do I do it better? And then I would be really scared to even speak or like do stuff because I'm like, if I suggest this, she's going to say, oh, that's a horrible idea. And then I'll, but and you have every right to do that. Yeah. But the fact that it affected me so badly is the thing that I really had to control. Like I had to change that internal dialogue. You know what I mean? And meditation just helped that in the sense that I was able to stop and create that space for myself to actually have like reasonable thoughts, to stop that chattering from being so negative to like just being fucking quiet.
Now,
like shut the fuck up.
Devil's advocate here because, that's just the way I roll. Do you think that it's been solely the meditation and those invigorating books that you read? Or do you think it's a combination too that time's gone by, that job is out of your even mindset, and obviously you're spending more time with the wonderful Linny?
Oh, I mean, definitely spending time with the wonderful anxiety-inducing Linny has been really fantastic. It's like being thrown into deep end and then sinking. But I learned to swim. I learned to swim quick smart. Somebody threw me a floaty. Oh, no. Honestly, I truly put it down to meditation, but only because I started focusing on changing that aspect of myself. It was very much that I recognized that I wasn't in a good place and I wanted to change it without having to go through medication and things like that.
Yeah, medication.
So it was, exactly. Because in medication, I would take Valium and I'd be like, okay, good, I feel better now, But in 2 hours later, I'd be like, oh my God, I need more.
So were you taking Valium?
No, I wasn't. But look, I won't call out the person who gave me some, but somebody gave me some Valium and fuck, it was good.
Oh, I remember taking Valium for your eyes. The laser eye surgery thing, just to sidetrack for a second. Yeah, I was so nervous about that anxiety of them having your eyeball open, slicing it. And I was like, there's no way that this little pill is going to make me feel like...
Oh, it didn't adjust.
And you didn't feel high or anything. You just felt like, that doesn't bother me.
They asked me how like anxious I am about it. And I was like, look, I'm pretty anxious. So they gave me 2 pills. They gave me 2 Valium. I'd never taken Valium in my life. Oh, dude, I was floating up in the clouds. He could have sliced my belly open. I wouldn't have known.
I had half of one.
Dude, they gave me 2. And like, I'm a little bit bigger than you, like body wise, but like, that's still like, that's
a lot.
That's a lot.
Okay.
And fuck me if I didn't walk out of there with brand new eyes and a really good attitude.
You would have been like, this is great. Okay. Yeah. Speaking about feeling great after something, look, and these are so popular right now, but I can't get my head wrapped around them. Affirmation cards.
Yeah.
I just have a real, I don't want to say issue. And again, I don't want to offend people because like it is a serious topic. Like a lot of people are struggling. Take COVID away.
Yeah.
Even like I get everybody struggles for lots of different reasons. So, anything that can bring positivity to your mental state and well-being, great. Mm-hmm. But I've always had an issue with these things. And we've talked about it before. I've said this before. How does looking at a little pretty pastel piece of cardboard saying, you got this and believe in yourself and that kind of stuff, like, really? I can't verbalize how come you can't just tell yourself that? Why do you need to look at this little piece of cardboard to make yourself feel better? I don't get it. I really don't get it. So if anybody that is, right, Billy?
Look, I don't have affirmation cards either. I find them a little bit pointless.
Yeah.
But that's kind of spoken like a true person who has never really had any self-confidence issues and any like issues with, It's actually, I'm happy for you that you don't need affirmation cards.
No, I have self-confidence issues. 100% I do.
Oh, my cheerleading outfit doesn't fit anymore.
Oh my, who's being the cheerleader now? Who is being the cheerleader now, people? This is on camera, Billy. People are seeing this. No, I have lots of self-conscious issues.
Self-conscious?
Self-conscious, yeah. Self-conscious, that thing.
No, I just think you've never been like, I mean, obviously everybody has like shit going on or whatever. I just don't like, I feel like, and this is like why I love you so much, Lenny.
I feel like this is going, yes.
No, because you are so confident. Like to me, it doesn't seem like, I feel like you would never be in a position where you're like, oh God, somebody just tell me it's going to be okay. You know, and then you pull it out and you're like, I believe in myself. Yes, I do. You know, people need them, but I'm not a huge fan of them either. I'm the same. I feel like it's a waste of money to get cards like what you pull them out and you're like, I am the best. Yeah. I am enough. Like, duh. Of course you're fucking enough. Like, and I feel like if you need affirmation cards to really make yourself feel better, then you should just meditate. It's free.
No, I don't believe in that.
It's free. Yeah. How do you not believe in meditation?
Oh no, I don't think that if you need an affirmation card that meditation could fix your issues. I don't necessarily.
100% meditation will fix all your issues. Any issue in the world that you have, I think meditation will help you.
Sure.
Can it cure cancer? Absolutely. Can it cure COVID? Absolutely. Okay. Who needs a vaccine? Just meditate, people. Oh my God. Joking. People, please go to your doctor and just talk to them. Do not listen to podcasts, okay? Move on.
My toes are so cold. I'm trying to sit on them.
Meditate about it, Lenny. I've done that before in meditation when my feet have been so cold. I've sent energy down to my toes to warm them up. Oh, it's only worked about once.
Well, I'm trying to use my toes Billy gets really angry when I touch the mic. Yeah. So does Tom.
But I get really angry. I say, Lenny, can you not? That's hideously angry.
Look, the one thing I do believe in, because I'm not all anti this kind of stuff. I 100% believe in fate and listening to your gut.
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
And I have lived my life. I've made super duper big decisions based on my gut. And I do think everything happens for a reason. That's why when you were talking about like, oh my God, 12 years ago we started working together. I'm like, oh my God, yeah, that's when it all started. The journey started. And you were like, what?
Lenny, you were there too.
Right. But no, I really, really do think things have happened. And when I look back at some of the decisions I made based on my gut feeling, I'm where I am in life because of it. Not career-wise necessarily, but I'm talking about personal life, you know, like it's all because listening to your gut and fate. It all happens for a reason. Billy.
I 100% believe in fate.
That's the only thing we agree with in this conversation.
Yeah, is that we both believe in fate and that you should all meditate. No, we don't agree on that.
We definitely don't agree on that. Can read some
I was going to say,
stats.
can we go to the Instagram stats?
Yeah.
Let's have a look. So we asked people a bunch of questions and I was a little bit, let's have a look. Sorry, people.
What were you a bit
surprised? Well, a little bit surprised, yes, at some of the answers. Let's have a look. So
I haven't looked at them.
Do you meditate?
Are you new at using Insta?
Oh my God.
I'm watching
something is happening.
Tagging and talking. Oh my God.
Oh, here. This is what I'm trying to get to. Okay. My bad. With the powers of podcasting, that will be deleted. Okay. Do you meditate?
What did people say?
Most of the people said no. People meditate. Get it done. Just like try it. But the thing is, if you're going to try it, you have to keep doing it. So honestly, if you're not interested, don't bother trying. But really, it will change your life. So no, lots of people don't meditate. Lenny, my phone is losing its mind.
Because you don't have an Apple, Billy.
Oh, I cannot get into the Apple argument with you yet again, considering that your brain is going to be taken over one day and mine won't. So,
but my phone will work.
Oh, see, it's because it's trying to post a story still. God. Okay.
Still, that was ages ago.
I know. What about ever read any books about spirituality?
Nope.
This was a 50-50.
Okay.
50% people said yes and 50% people said no. So people are out there. They're starting to be awakened.
Do you know what? I make fun of Cameron because he doesn't meditate or anything like that, but he reads a lot of like self-help books.
Yes. But what's the difference between, I guess, like, what's a self-help book to you?
I don't know. Anything that sounds boring.
Oh my God. Books about concrete, are they self-help? Don't think so. No. Oh my God, Lenny. I mean, I would never make fun of Cameron because he's my homeboy. Oh, except when he breaks my stuff.
Yeah.
So let's have a look. Sorry. Yeah. So about like 80% of people said no, they don't own affirmation cards, which is
okay, good.
great.
Yeah.
What's sad is that the 20% of people said yes.
That's all right. Look.
And the majority of people also said that they don't believe in horoscopes. And see, I believe in horoscopes to an extent.
It depends on who's writing the horoscope.
That's right.
If news.com is writing the horoscope, no offense, news.com, you're great. Probably not going to really, really put too much into it. But if it was like Tom, hey,
Tom has just joined.
See, on cue, Tom, that was creepy.
Right?
Fate. That is why. Tom, I literally was just about to say, if Tom wrote my horoscope and told me things, 100% would believe it.
Yep.
See, so yeah, it depends.
It depends. That's right. If it's like a personalized horoscope or somebody looking into your stuff, fine. But like the stuff you get, like you said in news.com, it's for fun.
Yeah. Yes, just entertaining.
Because also sometimes I read the like Capricorn stuff because I'm a Capricorn and I'm like, oh my God, that's so true. And then I read Aries and I'm like, oh my God, that's so true. So really, it's all just, I get it. I get why people don't. I get it. Have you ever been to a clairvoyant? An embarrassing amount of people said no.
Or an embarrassing amount have gone.
Seriously, people? No. I love going to clairvoyants. Anybody who wants to go and get their shit read and have like their life picked into by a soul searcher, please let me know because I have the best name of a guy. Seriously.
I would just be worried. I don't want to know.
I would love for you to go, Lenny. I would love for you to go and like we record it or something and make an episode out of it. I would love that.
I don't want to know when I'm going to die. I don't want him to look at me. They don't
tell you that, Lindsay.
I'll be able to tell in his eyes. He'll be like, she's walking dead. She's done.
You are walking dead already. We are all literally walking dead. We are all going to die, people.
Thank you.
Is this news to you?
Yes.
Oh my God.
I don't want.
That's what she's texted me when I said to her, what's your date of birth and all this sort of stuff. Well, I know your date of birth, but like time of birth. She was like, I don't want him to tell me when I'm going to die.
Yeah, exactly. No.
Lindsay.
I don't want to know.
Nobody's going to tell you that, babe.
Yeah.
And then do you believe in the afterlife? Another 50-50.
Yeah. Well, it depends on the afterlife. I do.
What do you mean it depends on the afterlife?
Well, lots of people have different meanings of afterlife, right? So I guess, do you believe in a afterlife type thing? Yeah, I believe in that.
Maybe I didn't word the question right. Like more so like, do you believe in something after you die?
Yeah.
You know? And I absolutely do. I think I've spoken about this in another episode where I'm just going to go and sit in a classroom and I want to know all the stuff, like all the mysteries of the world.
You did bring
our
that up.
World.
Yeah.
Because there's probably lots of worlds. Oh, seriously, do you really believe that we're the only living beings? Come on.
No, look, I'd like to say no, but I'm just going to tell myself that we are.
Oh,
so there's
come on.
No invasion coming or something like that.
Oh, it's fine. Bit of invasion never hurt anybody.
Okay.
Never hurt a planet or a country.
Not if you meditate, because you'll just be like, I got this.
We are all spirits, people. We are all living our own journeys. This is why I don't like to judge people either, despite the fact that I hang out with Lindsay. No. Because I think, like, who am I to... This is why I hate those fucking magazines as well. Like, who am I to be like, ew, that chick has cellulite. Like, I have cellulite. We all have cellulite. You know, I don't like to judge. Everybody's got their own thing going on.
Oh, look, and I should say, like, I make fun of you because it's our friendship. I wouldn't make fun of somebody for actually meditating or reading the affirmation cards. The whole affirmation card thing, to me, I just can't get my head around because I'm like, a pretty piece of paper shouldn't make you feel better. You telling yourself, just because you can tell yourself that you're good enough and you're pretty enough and who cares if your butt has a dimple in it, you know, that should be enough. People shouldn't be making money to make you feel better. You know what I mean? Like, that sounds really dumb because all the power to you girls and companies that are making them, like, you go girl. Awkward. I was just going to say awkward.
Sorry to half of our fan base to create affirmation cards.
And I think that's great for a career-wise, but I just feel like, anyways,
I get it.
It's a whole topic in itself for me.
Yeah.
But, look, as you say, you do you.
You do you.
If meditation helps you, which it has, I've seen that, you know, you've become brighter. You've become a brighter star in the sky.
Lindalin, I really appreciate that because I feel like my light was dimmed for a really long time and look at me shine.
Yeah.
I've started accessorizing again, people.
She has earrings on today.
I do. You can't see them, but I do.
God, what is happening? And she even noticed my new rug. Like, her eyes are open, people. Look out. Billy
and that's the thing. Like,
coming.
people, I feel like somebody reached out to me recently who was applying for a job in our old work and, you know, all this sort of stuff. And they were trying to get advice. And I'm like, I have literally forgotten.
Yeah.
I've blocked out of my memory all the stuff I used to know about that place. Yeah. But I could see her being in a really, really tough spot as well. And I just, like, this is so bad. And listen, you don't have to listen to me. I'm just a really famous and popular podcaster. You don't have to listen to me. But
Okay.
I really think that there comes a point in someone's life where life is like honestly forcing you to like re-examine and really like putting you in a really tough position where you really have to look at something bigger than what your current situation is. And I just encourage everyone to just like be happy, like do what you got to do to be happy and to lift yourself up. And if that's affirmation cards, if that's meditation, if that's talking to your friends, whatever it is, like it's really hard. Like we know people who have who have issues with depression and anxiety, and it's really hard for them to pull themselves out because you don't want to pull yourself out. It's not like you're sitting there saying to yourself, I should be happy today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's a really difficult thing to get through. And
yeah, you can't. It's not a light switch, because obviously those people that are unhappy would love to be happy.
I would love to be happy.
If it was that easy,
yeah,
we wouldn't have so many, people upset.
People. Yep. And it is hard. It's not easy. Like anything, it's practice, and it's, flexing that muscle. So flex your meditation muscle, people. Honestly, try it. It will help you. If you are in a spot and you are like hating on something in your life and you don't know which direction to take, motherfucking meditate. Oh,
well, or like me, you could just take time out for yourself, not to sound corny. Just do you know what I did the other day? This was my form of meditation.
Tell me.
I made a cup of tea, sat on my front porch. It's the winter, well, not winter sun. It's early spring here. So the sun is warm, but not hot. And I just drank my tea listening to the birds. And I just sat there with my eyes closed. That's a form of meditation.
Lindalin, you were literally meditating.
I meditated.
You actually meditated. That's all meditation is. I feel like people get a bit like scared of it being like, I don't know how to meditate. It's too hard. I'm not going to stop my chattering or whatever. It really is just about taking that moment to yourself and just just being in the moment. Just listen to the birds, drink your tea, close your eyes, feel the sun on your face. You know, that kind of thing. Like it's just like taking a moment for yourself where you can just take a breather without that constant chatter in your head.
Yeah. Oh.
Lindalin. I was saying something really important.
So sorry. That's fate telling you to shut up.
Yeah, that's fate being like, wrap that shit up, bitch.
In all honesty, though, too, and like you said at the beginning, that when this episode comes out, it will be past Are You Okay Day. But reach out to a friend.
But still.
Even exactly. Who cares if it's not on the day?
Yeah.
People still need, especially all those people in lockdown and all those, not even lockdown, like there's so much crazy shit happening in the world.
God.
Reach out to somebody.
Yep. Call a friend. 50-50.
I was going to say, Billy, why? Life is not a joke all the time.
Isn't it?
It is. Okay.
It is.
Rapidly wrap.
I just want to be happy. Thank you so much for joining us for this very enlightened episode. Totally. Right? Yes. If you want to be more enlightened, disturbed, offended, whatever, you can find us on Facebook and Instagram and our website, winechatspodcast.com, TikTok. Find us, people. Just Google us. You know what to do.
Yeah.
You know how to use the internet.
I was waiting. I was about to cut you off and I was like, don't be so rude. Yes, because I just took a sip of wine and I forgot to read the back of the bottle.
Oh my God. The Fiano, tell us.
Only because for those like us that haven't had a Fiano or don't know anything about it. So this back of the bottle.
Okay.
It's fermented wild. Okay, cool.
Fermented what?
Wild.
Okay.
Am I speaking Canadian?
Yeah.
Sea spray and jasmine, orange blossom, honeydew melon, toasted hazelnuts, summertime days, afternoon siestas. Perfect, Billy.
I feel like I want all of that on a platter.
Right, and then have your afternoon
and then
siesta.
I can have my siesta. Yeah, that's right.
Lots of tropical fruits I read amongst my thingy, like pineapple and things like that. Yeah. Lots of honey.
Okay.
Ish. Anyways.
Didn't get any of that. But thank you, Fiona. Well, I didn't. I honestly didn't taste
oh dear.
any of that.
I loved it. I thought it was delicious.
I think maybe if it was a bit more acidic, I would have bonded to it a little bit better, but it was just so mild and almost I can't even.
But then if it's too acidic, you're like, ugh.
Well, that's true. It's going to be a fine balance. People.
Oh my God. Anyways,
okay.
Rappity wrap.
Okay, rappity wrap.
We'll chat to you next week. Go chat to a friend. Love you, Billy.
Love you, Lenny. Aww. I'm okay, people.
I'm not. You're creeping me
No
out.
thanks to this one.
Give me my hand. Can you go end the live? Okay, go. Oh yeah, go. Oh, away with you. Oh shoot. Oh Lord. Look at that.
Love ya.